Cut in scale, guys. Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we have still more freaking Lightfall hype to go through. We are going to be going over one of the brand new Lightfall weapons that you can obtain, of course, just by doing the campaign for the Lightfall. And it is going to be Bungie. You always try screwing me with the names. The Phyllotactic Spiral, I think it's called. The silo, guys, please help me out. I'm gonna call it the Spiral because Bungie does screw me at names, okay? How am I meant to pronounce that? I didn't even know that's a word. But the Spiral Pulse Rifle itself, this is gonna be a brand new Lightfall reward, so you can already tell this is gonna be juicy looking, as I said. These Lightfall neon like weapons, oh, the neon pop and everything, they look beautiful. They are super dope. But this is gonna be the Pulse Rifle. You do obtain this, I think it's after chapter 2 of the campaign and everything like that. But there will be random rolls, which you can see on the screen right now, which means that this can get Vault Shot. It's an arc weapon with Vault Shot. Really dope for PvE. It can also get Kill Clip, which obviously in PvP is going to be insane, especially on a 340. So if you think of like the Messenger and the Kinetic slot, that had like a Kill Clip roll that everyone loved. This is going to be the same sort of thing because it is going to be a 340 RPM as well, high impact frame. But the role I do have is going to be Corkscrew Rifling, Fluted Barrel, or we have Armor Piercing and we have Flared Magma. For the first trait, we do have Tunnel Vision, which is obviously does increased acquisitioning on kills. And last but not least, we got the Daddy trait, which is going to be Frenzy. Being in combat for an extended time increases damage handling and reload for the weapon until you are out of combat. Now, Frenzy, I know PvP people were like, oh, shucks. But when Frenzy gets going, it can delete people. Honestly, Frenzy can be really dope, especially if you're taking constant hits. It can be amazing. I'm not lying. And it will also have its brand new Origin trait. This is like a Lightfall exclusive kind of Origin trait to these weapons. Nanotech Tracer Rockets. Landing multiple hits turns your next shot into a homing micro rocket. But the Spiral Pulse Rifle, do not just take my word that it might be dope. We're going to go into some PvP. We might stick on a counter bonus just for a bit of extra recoil control. But we're gonna go to some PvP with the Spiral first. So without further ado, let's go in and try to slay some mofos. Alrighty, so we are gonna be on the stock doing some rumble. And this is gonna be a scope in it, which is really clean. But if you don't like it, well, tough titties, you're kind of stuck with it. There is no scopes in this because of barrel attachments. But this should be pretty nice, as I said, on this map. This is a 340 RPM, so it will go pretty damn far. And the thing I will say, though, is that I know 340s did recently get a nerf, the last DLC, so yeah, 340s they're not in a bad spot, but they're definitely not as relevant or powerful as they once were. So if this came out last season, I think that this would be way more excitable, or people would be way more excited for it. But that doesn't mean this is gonna be bad. If someone can actually peek me, buddy, thank you. But that's what I mean. Like, you can see it can do work if you hit your shots with it. As I said, it's not a bad weapon whatsoever. It's just that in the current meta, or when it got nerfed, it did change a little bit, and that's a shotgun. Oh, heal, thank you. Do I get the Frenzy going? Yeah, come on. I've been just fighting like 5 people. Give me Frenzy, please. And, oh, yeah, buddy. Get your ass back here, young man. Thank you. Oh, God. The Pulse Rifle itself, I don't think it's going to be bad or anything. I just think that, generally speaking, it's just a bad timing for it to come out. It will still do work, though. As I said, 340s aren't bad. If you can hit your double bursts, oh, baby. And that's why I stuck on the counter bonus, just so I can make sure I can kind of hit them. But you can see, they're actually still solid ass pulse rifles. I'm more of a fan of the kind of the bursty, the ones that actually fire really fast, the high RPMs. But as I said, it can still go freaking in. And when you get tunnel vision going, it can't delete people real quick. Like you can see, deleted, absolutely melted. Now, is there a dude down here? Yo, buddy. Wait, there's 2 guys here. Wait, is this guy AFK? Yep, he's AFK. But where's the bow, dude? Oh, I'm gonna get frozen. As I said, the pulse is solid. It is a really dope ass pulse. I do think that, as I said, there's probably better things people are gonna look at right now, but this thing can still go in. It still has the power. Oh, yo, buddy. Oh, that's a freaking no, freaking stupid ass sight and rampants, and have not seen that in a while. Oh, do not kill me. Oh my God, that's some freaking what the hell is going on? Oh, okay, this guy's gonna be real mad because, oh, heal me. Where's my, what? Labyrinth, you son of a gun. I had the Karnstein heal. Oh, I had the play. I had to freaking quieten it up and everything for that, and I still don't even get the kills. But that's the range. Like you can see, it still goes pretty damn far. And I don't obviously have a range roll or anything on this, but it's still able to map pretty damn freaking well. I'm telling you, it is a decent ass pulse. As I said, it's gonna be a bit different. Oh, buddy. Yeah, you're probably mad. It's gonna be obviously a bit different now, considering or compared to like last batch or whatever. But as I said, it's still a dope ass pulse. I think it can still go in super well. Obviously, this map is playing into it a bit, but I do actually kind of like it now. I have Frenzy going, and where is this guy? Oh, there he is. my god. Freaking shotgun in the ass. But the thing is as well is that like if I threw this on, of course, with the oh my god, okay, this is bouncing super height. But if I had a kill clip roll and everything to go with this, I would be just absolutely annihilating so much more, because you get the tunnel vision going, then you get obviously the kill clip going, and you will just delete people. Now, buddy, re-peek it, reach out, don't reach out, don't reach out. Oh, heal. I'm gonna get shot in the ass. Oh my god, I'm getting shot in the ass. Yo, boys, can we all just like relax for a second? Let me actually... Yo, buddy. All right, screw this guy. I've got frenzy. I believe in the freaking gun. Oh my god, I'm so dead. Oh, we live. We're here living. But this is obviously going to be the frenzy kind of going off with it. You can kind of see that frenzy is still like a really dope perk in PvP, especially if you're going to take multiple fights and everything. Obviously, people are going to tell me, oh, uptime is terrible. I understand, guys. You know that. You think I don't know that? Oh, I robbed that kill. You think I don't know that? But the thing is that makes it really sweet is that it just comes in clutch sometimes. So you'll be in a fight and you'll be getting kills or whatever, and then you get another kill and you're like, oh my god, I'm on a kill streak. Oh my god, you start panicking a little bit. And then the frenzy just like takes the wheel like Jesus would and just like guides you to another kill. Or you still panic and you can't control that and you just completely lose your focus. But you know what? That happens sometimes. That happens. I'm just gonna plonk my ass in this guy. Oh, no, though. Oh, you know what? I'm pressing the panic button, buddy. I lost the duel. Yes. Go in peace, my young friend. Go in peace. I lost the freaking duel and oh, buddy. Yeah. I don't know why anyone, unless you have a sniper, why... Oh, okay, there's why he's gonna say. I was like, why would you challenge? But, yep. Wait, third tail. Ooh. There's a catalyst for the twin tail. But that isn't gonna be in PvP. Anyway, that is the Spiral Pulse Rifle. As I said, it's a dope pulse. I do think since they got a nerf, obviously PvP, it's not as viable. It will still do work for you. And if you do like your 340s, it's a very solid arc one to use. As I said, I don't think there's really any arc 340s in the game right now. Alrighty, time for the PvE side of things. Of course, with their Spiral freaking Pulse Rifle. And this is where it'll be a little bit better. Now, granted, as I said, this roll again, this is, as I said, the one you get from the story. If you do get a random roll of this, 100%, I would be going for that, of course, that, what's it called? The Vault Shot. Vault Shot is just so good on arc weapons. It's actually insane PvE. So I'd definitely be going for that in some PvE if I was going to get a roll, especially if you can get it enhanced. Oh, baby, it will be glorious. But I will say, oh, glorious. His name is glorious too. But I will say, yeah, this is PvE. It should be pretty decent anyway with Frenzy, because Frenzy, of course, PvE is a lot easier to proc. You're basically surrounded by enemies 24/7, especially when you get into the meaty, greedy things, or if you're hitting multiple enemies as well. That's how you get it procced. And Frenzy basically procs off taking damage and also hitting things. So that's the best way to look at it, is that keep getting into fights in PvE like this, and you'll eventually get your Frenzy procced. It's actually a lot easier than most people give it credit for, because it did get, like, I'm pretty sure buffed a little bit a while back. But once it gets going, honestly, Frenzy is so freaking cool. Like, you can see Frenzy's procced now, which means that I just have extra damage and increased reload, which with the weapon that has tunnel vision on it as well, it's just super, super dope. As I said, I love Frenzy so much. It's one of my favorite perks in the game. It's just pure damage buff for just chilling. Well, we're just chilling, taking some damage, taking some heat, and we got a damage buff. So yeah, I definitely would say that this is a really good pulse rifle for PvE. I didn't think it was bad PvP, but PvE is where it really does shine. Like, look at the neon pop and everything. Oh, my man's using the boat. Freeze her ass, bro. Freeze him. But yeah, you can kind of see that it will have kick. This is PC, by the way, as well. Only good God knows what this is going to be like when it comes to console in terms of kick and everything. This with a counterbalance mod too, so I'm at 95 recoil direction. And it still bounces. I know you can obviously kind of gear into stability a little bit more with barrel attachments and everything if you really want to. And also other perks you can kind of get going as well, but it's still going to bounce. I'm not going to lie, 340s ever since they got nerfed are bouncing. They do bounce a lot. And I know it was more mouse and keyboard that got that nerf, but it was always probably going to bounce on console anyway. So yeah, I definitely will say, do not think this is going to be an absolute laser beam, like a consistent laser beam, because it will bounce a bit, but as I said, PvE, that crap don't matter. You don't need to be too accurate, and with Frenzy, it's just a blast. Like you can see, it can drop super well. And with barrier champs being a thing this season too, or on pulse rifles, it is really, really dope. And you can kind of see the micro missile is firing every now and again. I didn't really get to showcase it in some PvP, but you can kind of see every couple of shots, you can see a little micro missile just fly off the handle there and just nail something, which, as I said, is a really cool origin trait. As I don't know how useful it was PvP, but it is still a really, really cool origin trait to kind of go in with. So like, we'll get a couple of hits on these. You'll see a little rocket. See that little rocket that went off? Now, I don't know about the tracking on it, because sometimes it just legit like does that. It just flies off into the middle of freaking nowhere. Like, look at that. It's like it doesn't know where to go. I don't understand it sometimes, but as I said, it's basically just on sustained fire. It's sort of like the Quicksilver Storm. It basically is like Quicksilver Storm. Well, that is it for me, and of course, the Phyllotactic Spiral. You can see I did just get that pattern as well, so this is going to be a craftable weapon too. I don't think I mentioned that before, but this will be craftable considering it is a Lightfall campaign weapon. I always thought that all these weapons would be. So this will have some really sweet things you can kind of grind out for. As I said, that's why I kind of wanted to go over this one. This roll is specifically because this is the first roll you should get from the campaign. Let me know if you do get random rolls. I'm pretty sure this is what everyone will get, but what I will say is that this weapon is really, really dope. I think it can go in really well PvE. And PvP, it wasn't bad, but I will definitely say, ever since 340s got nerfed, they bounce. They do bounce. So if you're looking for a really laser beamy sort of weapon, the higher RPMs, honestly, I know they have rapid fire, but when you get good rolls them, they are more laser beamy than the freaking 340s now. So overall, this isn't a bad weapon at all, but I definitely do think PvP, it will struggle a little bit just because of their changes. But overall, I think PvE, that's where this baby shines. And with enhanced traits, you can get vault shot enhanced and everything as well. With all that sort of jazz going in for it, and obviously all the PvE rolls, I think it's going to be really, really dope PvE. As I said, it has an Argent trait kind of geared toward PvE as well. So realistically, it's probably built to be a PvE weapon. So I definitely will say, if you're looking for a good pulse rifle PvE, check it out. And guys, it doesn't really matter sometimes about how good the weapon is or anything like that. You gotta admit, this just looks so good. I mean, it takes the shaders so freaking well as well. Where's the Callus selected, boys? There's your Carnia actually, because oh boys, oh my god, that is dope looking. What the hell? All right, this is Callus selected as well, guys. I am torn. I am so torn. Oh my god, they take the shaders so crisply. Oh, that's the default, and that's Jacarnia, and then Callus was just dope. Right, we're gonna leave it Jacarnia for now, but oh my god, the Spiral, this thing looks dope. Actually, you know what, we're going back to Callus. I'm addicted again, boys. We're addicted again to the Callus selected. But I will say overall, this Spiral, definitely get it if you do enjoy it in PvE. PvP, I wouldn't recommend as like the top tier meta, but if you want to have some fun with like, I don't know, a kill clip roll, it will work. But overall, I will say the Phyllotactic Spiral or Tactic Spiral, this is the dope-ass pulse rifle. So if you do get a good roll, I would definitely keep because it can do work. And obviously, it is craftable too. So if you get patterns in crafting, I would definitely craft it in hand shot. I think it would do absolute work. But regardless, if you liked the video, trust like, and want to see more content, subscribe, and fantastic day. And hopefully I'll see you in the next collective in the next one.